Hello, I'm Sophie D'Souza. Welcome to my channel, Sophie Stained Glass. Architectural glass videos, check them out. Today I'm going to show you my approach to drawing out a window made up of quarries and a border. Quarries being the name given to a window made up of squares, either thus or on the diagonal, where we call them diamonds. So I use pair of dividers, so I'm going to show you how I do that, just in case it's something that would help you. So yes, thank you for watching. So things you'll need: a rule, straight edge, a nice sharp pencil, a drawing set which has dividers, which are these, obviously scissors and a right angle. So the first thing you need to do is your cutting line for your perimeter lead. So in case you're not familiar, lead has an H profile and the glass goes in on one side and butts up against this heart. So you have to draw in the distance from the outside lead to where the glass is going to butt up. So I actually do a very low tech thing. Let's just check. I'll focus in on it. So I get my piece of lead and I actually put it a little bit in from the edge, because we never want anything a tight fit. And I just draw where the glass is going to come to. So this is my cutting line. And you're going to ink this in afterwards, so don't worry about the fact that it's not a 2mm line, which is the size you need it. Now I am going to get my right angle. Now I actually couldn't find the right angle I was looking for, which is the one that isn't sort of three-dimensional and bulky like this one, which is the one I use for cutting glass. So in order to overcome the fact that it doesn't have a nice flat edge, I just put the ruler up against it. So this is one angle here. What I need to do now is measure, and it's 300. I need 300. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than 300 so that it fits in okay. So I'm going to make it 2mm less. So 300 is here, a couple of mil less. The way to get the most accurate line is to draw 3 points of contact. Oop, finger. Right, now I'm going to do the thing with the lead again. So now we have our outside lead drawn in. what we need to do now is draw in our border. I happen to know this is the size it's going to be, so I am going to use this. And I know it's this size because I've just done a very similar window and I've already got some of this cut, so I shall just make it the same size and I can use my spare bits and bobs. Because this glass is already cut, I want it to want the line to be on the other side of it, not in the middle. So quite often, or usually when I ink in my pencil lines, I draw directly over them, but not on this occasion. Now, this has got to have quarries. And so I have to get my calculator and work out roughly the size of the quarries. So the gap I have to fill, if I put it in the way, so from the inside of the line is 4, 8, 8, 8 or 9. Let's just try a bit further down, see what we get. 4, 8, 7. This is 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. So that's right, and we'll do 4, 8, 8. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to draw the smaller window out and just check how my divisions work for that. I'll show you a picture of the windows I'm filling so that you can see what I mean. Okay. So this is what I'm filling, and I have to fill these in a way that is not too dissimilar to the window above. So in considering how to divide up this space, I have noted that in the quarries above the door, they are, obviously you never get complete squares because spaces don't divide up like that. They are slightly higher than they are wide. And so I've decided to put 4 squares down here, not 3. And in that way, they will be higher rather than wider. You know, in a sort of rectangular sense. I hope that makes sense. I get my dividers and I make them 58. And I go, oh, this looks really small. Maybe I need to go back to the other size, I thought. Right, well, it divides up nicely, but it feels really small. Now we'll do that again, but at the bottom. I've got a feeling it's slightly wider at the bottom and I might have to stretch my divider a little. Yes, okay. Seems like I moved it before I even started. Okay, right. So any discrepancy gets multiplied, so don't expect it to come right. Ooh. I always feel like some Victorian cartographer when I use these. So that's come out a bit big, so we will just take a tiny bit off. Try again. Yes, just double checking. Double check, triple check. Yeah, that's right. You can use a pair of compasses, but then you can't walk them. You end up having to keep removing and replacing. Now that's come out a bit small, so let's just, yeah, I think I started it wrong. If you do this on a computer, you get it absolutely right, but there's always a little bit of give when you make a window, so you can be not too complicated about it and it will be fine, because I mean the discrepancy is usually like less than a mil. And see how we go. First just, okay, it should be 66 then. Yeah. So, check up here. Yeah. Let's just have a look at that with the door, and I think that's going to be fine. So now I'm going to ink it in, which in a very jolly way is going to be done in blue. Blue, blue, blue. What's that? Something underneath. Probably a crumb. I've got a crumb. It's a kitchen table. That's one of the perils. So. I try not to press too hard with these felts because you can get a fatty line otherwise. I divide the border up randomly, so I don't draw that in. And I will also show you what you need to do to check that this is going to actually come out the right size, because what often happens is, especially with the length, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, if they are half a mil too small, you can end up multiplying that and ending up with it 4 mil too small at the bottom, which obviously you hate. And with bigger windows, obviously the discrepancy is bigger. So what you need to do is cut a few and then sort of put them in place. This is before you lead up. You put them in place with a bit of lead in between to check they're going to come out how you want them. So this little row here I've put together just to demonstrate what I was saying earlier. It's worth, before you cut the whole lot out, doing a run and seeing if they grow or shrink. And I'm pretty happy with this. I think that's how I need it to be. So what I'll do now is I'll just try them in the other direction. So I've just checked it for length and it's coming up beautifully. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut my pieces, but always worth a quick check. So there it is. That's how I draw quarries. That's how I do a window that's divided up into squares. I hope that might be of interest or use. Please check out the other videos. Hit the bell button to be notified so you never miss one. And please like, comment and subscribe.